How you doing? My name is Eric Herzog, and I'm the CMO of Infinidat. We're going to talk about how we work with Veeam in the VMware environment. We are a Veeam Alliance partner. We have over 100 common customers, and our focus is in the high end. So let's just do a little bit about what we do. So we do high-end storage systems. The bulk of our team is XEMC and IBM storage developers of high-end products. 25% of the Fortune 50 buy from us, even though we're only about $300–400 million in revenue. And we offer two primary storage products, the Infinibox and the Infinibox SSA, which is all flash. And then we have a purpose-built backup appliance, which is our Infiniguard. Customers use us clearly on primary storage as the source device, but on the target device, we have a number of common customers that use either the Infiniguard, purpose-built backup appliance, so it does data reduction at very high speed, almost 200 terabytes an hour ingestion rate. And then they also use our Infinibox. Our Infiniguard, by the way, is up to 85 petabytes in a single 42 rack. And then our Infinibox goes up to 17 petabytes. We're known in the industry. This is from one of the Fortune 500. This is a Gartner Peer Insights. By the way, we are the customer's choice in the Gartner Peer Insights for the last 4 years in a row, and also we are a 5-time leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant, the only company below $5 billion, by the way, who's a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant. Now we have very tight integration with VMware. We've been working with VMware for years. VMware actually is a customer. They got a couple of products that they use internally. And our integration spans everything. So from VOS and VAI, we have vCenter Ops integration. We have our own product called the Host Power Tools, which you see in the middle. And we have a Host Power Tool that's focused on VMware replication between multiple devices. That replication, by the way, can be both local or remote. So we can do synchronous and asynchronous locally. We can do, of course, asynchronous remotely. We also have customers using us in the container space with Tanzu, and actually about 90% of our customers use VMware. So we're very heavily our customers, and again, think about us as we really focus on what I'll call the global Fortune 2000 and other large government agencies. So that would be the commercial side, and then big government agencies all over the world. We also have a number of customers that are cloud providers, so not Amazon, not Google, not Microsoft, but the guys who compete with them. And that's because we offer a very rock-solid foundation. For example, we offer 100% availability. We have guaranteed performance on our products, and we offer the unmatched cyber storage resilience technology. So in fact, we have a live demo, which it's recorded now, but we've done it 5 or 6 times. We can recover 20 petabytes, not terabytes or gigabytes, 20 petabytes of Veeam backup data sets in under 12 minutes. And we've got probably 5 or 6 videos on our website showing that recovery in real time. Because I'm crazy enough that I don't do any demos that aren't done live. So that's just how we do things. So tight integration, whether it be cloud, we actually even have a product that works in AWS, which is a version of our software that runs as a software-defined storage instantiation in AWS as well. So everything around VMware, from the cloud, VOS VAI, vCenter Ops integration, very tight. And again, in fact, at 4 o'clock, we're meeting our VP of Alliances from VMware for a meeting to discuss how we all work together. Now, VDC Blacksun is actually a cloud service provider. They are small, probably like $1 billion. So compared to, obviously, AWS and Microsoft, very small. They use both Veeam and us. For us, they also are using us with Kasten, which, as you know, Veeam acquired. So we have a CSI driver, very tight integration. In fact, one of the companies that's owned by my former company, IBM, that does containers, they have 8 petabytes of our storage running in their engineering lab. Of course, all doing work on containers. So this cloud provider is a mutual customer. They use us both in the container side and in the virtualization side. They provide with us, us and Veeam, backup as a service, but they also, with our products, do storage as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So this is a real live common customer. And towards the end of the presentation, we'll go over 3 other customers that we share share. Now, why would you want to work with us in Veeam? So a couple reasons. First of all, strong enterprise focus. In fact, the senior director of product marketing for Veeam, who handles enterprise, used to work with me at IBM. We have a lot of customers, obviously, in the Fortune 50, as I mentioned. We are certified solutions, whether it be on the Kasten side or on the Veeam side. We have strong technology alignment. We have full integration, as I mentioned, and we have over 100 mutual customers. Okay, and remember, our focus is high-end enterprise. So these are all, if you will, Fortune 2000 customers that we share with Veeam and or with Kasten. And of course, both Infinidat and Veeam are award-winning solutions. Veeam, of course, just was a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for backup again. And as I said, we've been a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for the last 5 years, even though we're the only small company that's a leader in the primary storage Magic Quadrant. Now, we have a very comprehensive cyber storage resilience technology known as InfiniSafe. By the way, this presentation we posted live, or we will post it on our website probably at the end of this week. So you can get it at infinidat.com, we'll put that out there as well. So our InfiniSafe technology has won probably 8 or 9 awards. In fact, it's about to be named tomorrow as the best cyber storage resilience technology for both block applications and file. And that's an industry analyst who will be releasing their reports tomorrow. We are very high capacity. So as I mentioned, our InfiniBox platform is up to 17 petabytes. Our all-flash array is up to 6.6. And by the way, that's effective. So I'm not counting our data reduction technology, literally the effective capacity. With data reduction, it's obviously even better capacity for you. We have, of course, both target, source, and targets. Basically, if I look at the customers, all the examples we have in this, other than VDC, which we just talked about, use our InfiniGuard purpose-built backup appliance. But we also have, of those 50 customers, probably 60%, so probably 60-ish of them, actually use the InfiniBox not only as the primary source, but then use a different InfiniBox as the target with Veeam. And then about 40% use our InfiniGuard platform purpose-built backup appliance. And then, of course, as you know, Veeam is 100% channel. We're not quite 100%, but we do 85% of our revenue through the channel as well. So we're very strong with a really big channel partners. In fact, if you look at block and files, many of you know, which is, if you will, really the paramount website in the storage industry, there's a recent article from one of our partners, one of their solutions architects, from a reseller about why you would want to use Infinidat technologies. Now, we make sure that we have a multi-pronged approach, whether it be at a local, again, as a target device, either with the InfiniGuard or with the InfiniBox, but also we make sure that we can move data back and forth between multiple data centers. And again, with our customers, also with Veeam being very high-end, again, in the Fortune 2000, our customers expect very, very tight integration between us and our partners, in this case, of course, with Veeam. So you can see whether it be synchronous replication, which of course would be local, asynchronous replication, which would be long distance. We have a number of our customers, because of who they are, that actually do both. So they do synchronous replication locally, so Bay Area to Bay Area, or Vegas to Vegas, or New York to New York, and then they'll do asynchronous New York to Denver, or San Francisco to Denver, just because of who our customers are and their focus on maintaining data integrity, whether it be in the government sector or clearly in the Fortune 2000 types of accounts. We also, of course, are very focused on CSI and what we can do in the container environment. So whether it be Tanzu, and while this is a VMware-centric show, we're focused on that, but we have tons of integration with Red Hat. And Red Hat, by the way, happens to have, about 8 petabytes of our storage in their lab. So even though they're owned by a storage company, they actually use our storage for their own development focus. But we focus and what we do with Kasten. We were working with Kasten pre-acquisition, just so you know. So we were doing integrations with them. Then obviously with the acquisition, that was great for us because we were already working with Veeam. So it was a magic fit for us. CSI drivers, as you know, give that persistence. As you know, the negative with containers, unlike virtual machines, is they do not provide storage consistency, which of course virtual machines do. So we have a very strong CSI driver. In fact, we just got Red Hat certification like a week ago. For our latest version, we were certified with our previous version as well. Okay. This is one of our mutual resellers. So they have sold a number of integrations both on the Kasten side and on the Veeam side with Infinidat, again, both as the source device and as the target device as well. And again, they have a lot of very high-end customers, University of Houston. They have a number of Fortune 500s in both the Dallas area and the Houston area. They have offices in both locations. And in many of those, they're using us in a VMware environment with Veeam as the backup device. Now, one of the things that really differentiates us is our cyber storage resilience, what's known as InfiniSafe. So we have this technology across our primary storage, which is, again, our InfiniBox, which is a hybrid array, and our InfiniBox SSA, which is an all-flash array, but also with our purpose-built backup appliance. By the way, that software is free. We do not charge for it. So when you buy, you get things like an immutable snapshot, you get air gapping, both local and remote, you get a fence forensic environment, and we guarantee our recovery time. So one of the most important things is the guaranteed SLAs. So on our InfiniGuard platform, we guarantee recovery regardless of data set size in under 20 minutes. I would encourage you to look at our website and you will see 5 or 6, and now they're recorded, but they were all done live, where we recovered Veeam backup data sets, 20 petabytes. In fact, the last one we did was 30 petabytes, and the 30 petabytes took 13 minutes and 15 seconds. And the 20 petabyte ones were 11 minutes 55, 12 minutes 15, but no one, including Veeam, says they can recover 20 petabytes of Veeam backup data as fast as we can. And we guarantee that. We guarantee that in writing. We also provide guarantees on our primary storage. So in one of the same webinars that you can see, which is now recorded, you can see us recover 200 terabytes of video files, so 150,000 video files, so roughly 200 terabytes, excuse me, not 2 terabytes, 200 terabytes. We recovered it in 4 seconds. So when you watch it, you can count yourself, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you will see a fully recovered 150,000 video files in 4 seconds. We guarantee recovery regardless of data set size in under a minute. So if you've got 2 petabytes and you need to re-recovery, we guarantee you it'll be recovered in a minute or less. So no one matches these guarantees, and these are all in writing. So if we don't do it, guess what? We have to pay you. Okay, so we have to financially, thank God we haven't had to do that even once on any of our guarantees. By the way, we also guarantee performance and we guarantee 100% availability. So that's one of the recoveries, 11 minutes and 55 seconds. That's available. That link is live. And again, you can get this tomorrow. Let's see if okay, there we go. Okay, so this is a healthcare customer. So this customer had primary storage with the XIV platform from IBM. The purpose-built backup appliance was Data Domain, and they had Quantum for tape. So they're using 2 different types of backup technology. The primary storage, they went with our InfiniBox for primary, and then they use our InfiniGuard, and they are getting faster backups using Veeam than they were getting with their Data Domain platform. They're meeting very stringent healthcare requirements. If any of you are in the healthcare space, you know what I'm talking about. Very, very, very stringent requirements. We are backing up, the Veeam software is backing up our snapshots as well as doing regular backup. So Veeam can back up our snapshots, or it can back up databases and other things that are there. And they are using our InfiniSafe technology for a cyber resilience perspective. The last thing I want to do, by the way, for people who don't think it's important, so first of all, the ransomware market is $8 trillion this year. And that's not a storage guy number, that's from the security analyst community. And the average enterprise anywhere in the world, so the Fortune 2000, 1,168 attacks every week. So it's not if you'll be attacked, it's when and how often. And anyone who's been in the U.S. has seen recent attacks. LA Unified School District last year, the city of Oakland this year, several universities this year, University of California, San Francisco, their COVID data was hacked during the COVID crisis. So this is no joke. So if you're not doing this, then you probably don't practice disaster recovery in case of earthquake, hurricane, fire, flood, or famine. By the way, you're supposed to laugh because famine doesn't really cause data loss in your data center. Okay. This is the global auto parts manufacturer. They're in the $40 billion range. It's not a car manufacturer, so they provide to the car manufacturers. They were using data domain as the target device for Veeam. They went with us, built the InfiniBox for primary storage, but then they use our InfiniGuard purpose-built backup appliance for backup and secondary. They're backing up SAP HANA workloads and SQL workloads. They are using 3.5 petabytes right now on the two InfiniGuards, and they had very stringent SLAs for their restoration times, right? Their RTO, recovery time objectives, and we can meet those. Clearly, you've already seen what we do with InfiniSafe in the event of a malware ransomware attack. No one can recover 20 petabytes of Veeam backup data in 11 minutes and 55 seconds, and Veeam will tell you that. That's not just, and no one can recover 2 or 3 petabytes of primary block data in under a minute except us. Last one is a European government IT organization. So these guys are actually, I'd almost argue, they're kind of like a cloud service provider, except they're owned by the government. They're in the middle of Europe, and they only will sell to government customers. So if you're not a local government or a national government, you can't be their customer. If you're, a commercial enterprise, they won't allow you to do it, whether you're giant like a Daimler-Benz or whether you're Herzog's Bar and Grill. Oh, come on, I can't believe you're not laughing at that one. And there is a Herzog's Bar and Grill in Germany and in Austria. They have pictures of them. So, in this case, they replaced data domain running with, of course, Veeam. With us, they also did a comparison with Exagrid, who's another purpose-built backup appliance vendor. We beat them handily. We doubled the performance compared to the data domain product, and we outperformed the Exagrid in the POC. 7 petabytes of VMware data being backed up. They got a 10 times data reduction. So we have data reduction technology built into our InfiniGuard platform. They got 10x, and they are actually getting ready to deploy our InfiniSafe technology, since they service governments, and they're pretty paranoid about malware and ransomware, so they're getting ready to deploy InfiniSafe on these Veeam backup data sets, which we are making snapshots of with the InfiniGuard. And as I mentioned, we are the Gartner Peer Insights Customer's Choice for the 4th year in a row. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Eric, everybody. Thank you, Eric. I think you